everything right. I got the job, I showed up, I paid my bills. So why does it feel like I'm losing? Nick is 30. He's not broke, let's be clear. He makes $52,000 a year. That's not bad. That used to be decent money, actually. But here's where it gets ugly. After taxes, Nick takes home about $3,400 a month. Subtract his bills, he's left with $245. $245 for the whole month, for everything else. 2 years ago, that same paycheck felt fine. He had breathing room, he went out on weekends, he even saved a little. But something changed, and nobody really told him what it was. Or worse, they did, and it didn't feel real until now. That's when Nick decided to actually understand inflation. Not the textbook version, the real version. The one that's slowly bleeding people like him dry. So, Nick set himself a challenge. Not a gimmick, not some 30-day transformation. Just a real, honest attempt to understand where his money was actually going, and whether he could take any of it back. Simple rules, hard execution. That's every real challenge, isn't it? Day 1. Nick goes to the grocery store. He's buying the same stuff he always buys. Same brand eggs, same milk, same bread. He's done this 100 times. He gets to the register. The total is $94. He blinks. Last year, this cart was $67. He didn't notice it going up. He never does. That's the thing about inflation. It doesn't rob you all at once. It just takes a little every single time. Day 3. Nick fills his tank, $58 for a regular Tuesday. His car gets about 28 miles per gallon. He drives about 1,100 miles a month for work. That's around $160 a month just in gas. In 2020, that same driving cost him $95. Not more miles, the same miles, just more money vanishing. Day 5. Nick orders dinner. He used to do this every Friday. It's his one weekly treat. $22 for a chicken rice bowl and a drink. It's smaller than it used to be. He's not imagining it. The portion is literally smaller. Same price, less food. They have a name for that. Shrinkflation. And it's everywhere. By day 10, Nick stopped being confused and started getting angry. In a productive way. His salary? It went up 4%. 4% in 3 years. That's not a raise. That's a pay cut wearing a costume. He called his dad, told him what he was finding. His dad said, and this is real, when I was your age, a house cost $80,000 and minimum wage was $5.15, so we all had it hard. He wanted to explain that in his city, the median home price is now $385,000, and his minimum wage went up to $15,000, but rent went up even faster. He wanted to explain that the math doesn't work the same way anymore, but he didn't. He just said, "Yeah, you're right, Dad," and hung up. Day 19, Nick hit a wall. He had $340 left, 11 days to go before payday. No big purchase, no night out. He just lived. And this is what living costs now. This is the part they don't show you in the finance videos, the ones with the clean white offices and the motivational music. Nobody talks about what it feels like to be responsible, to do everything right and still feel like you're sinking. He didn't do anything wrong. That's the part that's hardest to accept. Day 21. Nick found a thread online. Thousands of people, all making between $45,000 and $65,000 a year. I'm not making it. Teachers, nurses, mid-level office workers. One guy said he hadn't had a vacation in 4 years. Another said she skips the doctor because the copay is $65 and she can't justify it. And he realized This isn't a personal failure. This is a systemic squeeze, and almost nobody is talking about it honestly. That night, Nick didn't sleep well, and somehow, strangely, that changed something. Day 22. Nick stopped trying to outrun inflation and started trying to outsmart it. Not with hacks, not with gimmicks, with actual, boring, real adjustments. He switched 60% of his grocery list to store brands and discount stores. Same calories, cheaper packaging. This one move saved him $31 on his next grocery run. $31. That doesn't sound like much, but $31 a week is $1,600 a year. His Friday takeout habit was $22 per meal. He learned to make that same chicken rice bowl at home for $4.80. He does this twice a week. That's another $1,100 a year, back in his pocket. He went through his bank statements and found $127 a month in subscriptions he'd forgotten about. A streaming service he hadn't opened in 6 months. A fitness app he never used. A cloud storage plan twice the size he needed. He cut it to $34 a month. That's $1,116 saved per year on things he wasn't even using. None of these are revolutionary. Nobody's writing a best-selling book about switching to store-brand pasta. But that's the point. Inflation is death by 1,000 cuts, and sometimes the only defense is 1,000 small patches. Nearly $4,000 just from paying attention. He started the month with $2,847. He ended it with, after all bills, food, gas, everything, $612 left over. That's $367 more than his average month. It's not enough, not yet, he knows that. $612 isn't financial freedom, but it's the difference between drowning and treading water. Inflation isn't going away. His rent will probably go up again next year. Gas isn't coming back down to what it was. But Nick knows something now that he didn't know 30 days ago. The system is designed to tell you where your money went. That's your job. 30 days, here's what Nick actually learned. The government's inflation number, the CPI, is an average, but you don't live an average life. Nick's inflation rate was closer to 18% because of where he lives and how he eats. Know your own number. When the price stays the same, but the portion gets smaller, that's a price increase in disguise. Check package sizes before you assume nothing changed. Nick didn't decide to spend more. His spending just crept up, small increases everywhere. The only way to fight it is to know the numbers. Saving $3,800 a year sounds impossible until you realize it came from 3 grocery swaps and 2 cooking decisions. You don't need one big move, you need several small ones. The hardest part of the month wasn't the math. It was sitting in that dark apartment on day 19, feeling like he'd done something wrong. The game is rigged a little, but you can still play it better. Here's the honest truth. Nick hasn't beaten inflation. Nobody really does. It's a system much bigger than one man with a notebook and a budget spreadsheet. But he understands it now. And understanding it means he's not being bled without knowing it. If you're watching this and your money feels like it's shrinking, you're not imagining it. You're living in a time when your dollars buy less and nobody handed you the manual. This is Nick versus the world. And this month, he didn't win, but he stopped losing without knowing why. And sometimes that's enough to keep going. If any part of this hit close to home, hit subscribe. Not because we post every day, and not because we have all the answers, but because we're going to keep tracking Nick's journey, month by month, dollar by dollar. Next month, Nick tries to find $500 he doesn't have for an emergency fund, with $245 in breathing room. Let's see if it's possible.